Are you videoing this? Chill, dude. What's up, gang? Alright. It's been about a year since we first posted the video for the RV. We're going to do a year in review of what I like, what I don't like, and some quirks of this airplane. We're going to run through all the advantages, disadvantages, all that. Let's get into it. This is my old man chair. It'll be assisting us today. They don't make them like this anymore. $50 on Amazon, by the way. Hear that? Aluminum. That thing right there needs to go to Oshkosh. Come on. Sit here, boy. I want to learn you something. Okay, seriously. On a serious note, this RV-4, after a year, I've learned a lot flying it. I think all I had, like, tailwheel time was Champ and Pawnee time, which are, like, two slower aircraft. Yeah, the Pawnee has a Lycoming 540. And, it was, like, it was a lot of fun. It had a lot of power. But it was still a big aircraft with a longer nose on it. A lot more drag. This thing's really clean. It's very hard to dirty up, hard to get slowed down. 977 pounds with 180 horsepower. It's different. It's snappy. It's so snappy. I've never flown any aerobatic airplanes other than this one, and I know it's not fully aerobatic, but like, it's insane. You move the stick, you know, quarter ways, and you can just daggum roll this thing. It's a lot of fun in that aspect. It's fast. Of course, it's small. That's what John Morrison and I were just talking about, going to Oshkosh. It would be so hard to go to Oshkosh in this thing. It's like, you can't pack bags, you know? Like, I mean, you could pack probably like 2 backpacks, you think? But they're just like the two of us. It would just be so hard to get everything there. I took this plane to Chattanooga what was that, John Morrison, 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
And I flew in. It's a Class Charlie there. It's like the most Class Delta, Class Charlie ever. That's what I've been saying, but it is a Class Charlie. And everything was fine. Like, I stayed in there with like the Mooney Bonanza speeds. You know, they keep us out of the way of the jets, and it works fine. I'm not some, you know, 150 beating around the patch, and I said that in the last video, but it's true. Like, that is a lot of fun, and you're very small on the ramp, so you kind of get some looks to you. But everyone loves the RV. I mean, what's not to love about this thing? Look at it. It's just a beauty. It definitely needs a bath. So we bought this airplane in November of 2024. The plane had been sitting for 4 years. You know the whole story. I gave it to you in the first video. We bought it because back then I didn't have any money, and I still don't. We got a really good deal on it. I wanted an experimental, and we got an experimental. You know why? Because it's cheaper, and it has auto plugs in it right now. Because it's cheaper, and I can do what I want within reason. So with an experimental aircraft, basically what that means is you don't have to hold up to most, I shouldn't say most, because that's probably not true, a lot of the regulations that are within the FAA. We can slap bigger tires on some of the aircraft that are, if you're after bigger tires, like we have auto plugs. They're not FAA approved technically, that are in the top of this engine. You can get away with like cheaper stuff because it's not FAA approved, so to speak, and it saves money on the aircraft like over time. I think we have an LED landing light in there right now that's not, you know, FAA approved. It's just as good, but it can't go in the Mooney, for instance. Yeah, and it's experimental because this was built by a guy that, not a manufacturer, it was home built. Okay, this was a kit at one point. So, yeah, this guy slapped this together in his garage in 1994. He probably drank a lot of beer, and I bet he was really cool. Is that okay to say? You ready?
Oh, we're moving again. Okay. Oh.
Sorry. Alright, now we're going to get into what we would change about this aircraft. What would I change? You see that bubble? I'd make it bigger. That's the first thing. I've already mentioned it, but going to Oshkosh, I need... Look at this. I look like an old man with my white socks poking. I need more room at Oshkosh to take it to Oshkosh. All you RV guys, how do you get there, dude? There's no room. Jumpers, I could strap you to the wing. Want to do this? We could bore out one of the fuel tanks and make a fuel stop like every hour. Anyway, honestly, there's not that much. Like, it is such a fun aircraft. If I were going to stay within like 50 to 100 nautical miles of the home airport without ever wanting to go cross country, I think it's perfect. The short field and the soft field takeoff and landings, you would be so surprised at the performance of this thing. I don't have any specific numbers for you. I could probably get them. I think we'll shoot it like a grass strip takeoff and landings at some point. It is absolutely amazing what this plane can do. All right, now we're going to get into the powerhouse. We're going to get into the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. See this bad boy? 0360. See these bad boys? Exhaust. We're about to get into this. Oh God. It burns 8 gallons per hour. It's burned like 0 oil since we owned it. It's a very strong engine, came out of a Cherokee 180. I put new spark plugs in it because the last ones were toast. All of so far, let's see, we put new brake lines in because the last guy, the guy that built this, decided to drink too many beers. He stole the refrigerator lines off of the refrigerator for brakes. Do you believe that? Anyway, there was brake fluid coming into the cockpit. That was a bit of a problem. Other than that, one day I was flying over the Mississippi River and lost my voltage regulator, which means I lost all electronics coming into the cockpit. I smelled smoke. When you smell smoke, where there's smoke, there's fire, baby. So I had to get pretty low and start to look for a landing point. Luckily, I figured out what it was and got back to the airport. Everything was fine. Other than that, we just done an extensive annual. No, oh, sorry guys, not an annual. It's not an annual because it's an experimental. It was an extensive, I forgot what they call it.
Yeah.
I'll get back with you on that one. Okay, it's not an annual, it's a conditional inspection. To all you YouTube guys that want to comment, I know it's a conditional, okay, chill.
Did you have to look that up though?
No, I thought about it in my head. I hit legs yesterday, dude, I'm so sore. Wow, this thing's heavier than your girlfriend that messaged me last week wanting me to fly her around. Would I buy this airplane again? Absolutely. Especially for the price that we got into that. I would never turn it down. This is, like I say, the most fun airplane I've ever flown. I mean, there's no negatives other than it's too small. That's all. That's all I have to say about it. I would 100% buy this airplane again. There's about to be another video come up on your screen. It's from me! Watch it! Bye. Okay, seriously, thank y'all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you will, or if you haven't, rather. One of our goals right now is to have about 10,000 subscribers by Oshkosh. We would love to meet everyone, see everyone. We want more involvement. Myself and my brother really enjoy doing this together. Y'all keep flying.